Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the fifth chapter of our English literature book, The New Schoolfellow, written by George Eliot. So, first of all, we'll study about our author, George Eliot. She was born in the year 1819 and died in the year 1880. He was an English novelist, poet, journalist, and one of the leading writers of the Victorian era. Her works are known for realism, psychological insight, and sense of place, etc. Some of her famous works are The Mill of the Flaws, Silas Marner, Romola, and Middlemarch. Now let's move on to our story, The New Schoolfellow. This extract is taken from George Eliot's famous novel, The Mill on the Floss. Tom and Maggie are brother and sisters. They live in a small town in the 19th century England. Tom is a lively boy fond of outdoor activities. So this chapter, The New Schoolfellow, is mainly taken from a novel, and the name of the novel is The Mill on the Floss. Okay, in this chapter the characters are Tom and Maggie. So basically we will only study about Tom over here, not Maggie. So Tom and Maggie are brothers and sisters. They live in a small town in the 19th century of England. Tom is a lively boy. Lively boy मतलब मस्तीखोर, शांत, एक्टिव लड़का. ठीक है. Tom is a lively boy and he likes outdoor activities. He meets Philip Wakeham at his boarding school. Philip has a hump on his back owing to an incident. Okay, now in his boarding school he meets a boy whose name is Philip Wakeham. Philip has a hump on his back. Hump मतलब कई बार आप देखते हो ना, कई लोगों की ज़रा सी पीठ ऊपर से उठी रहती है, उसको कहते हैं हम्प. ठीक है, एक्सीडेंट की वजह से या बर्थ डिफेक्ट होता है, उसको क्या कहते हैं, हम्प. So similarly Philip also had a hump on his back because of an accident. The meeting between the two boys is awkward but amusing and interesting for an observer. So when Tom meets Philip, when both of them meet each other, it was an awkward meeting, but becomes an interesting meeting for the one who observes them meeting to each other. Okay, it was a cold, wet January day on which Tom went back to school. A day quite in keeping with his severe phase of his destiny. Okay, now Tom was started going to school and it was a cold January day, and when in which Tom started going to school and the day quite in keeping. Okay, Tom didn't like to severe phase of his destiny means मतलब ये बहुत उसको ऐसा लगता था जीवन का सबसे बड़ा कठिन काम क्या है, स्कूल जाना. So it was a very boring day to go back to his school. If he had not carried in his pocket a parcel of sugar candy and a small Dutch doll for little Laura, there would have been no ray of expected pleasure. Okay, so he's thinking that the author says that if Tom have not taken a parcel of sugar candy, अगर उसने अपने साथ एक sugar candy का parcel और लॉरा के लिए छोटी सी डॉल ना ली होती. लॉरा कौन थी, उसके टीचर की बेटी थी, छोटी सी. ठीक है, तो अगर उसने एक शुगर कैंडी ना लिया होता और लॉरा के लिए छोटी सी डॉल नहीं होती तो उसका दिन भर स्कूल में समय काटना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता. Pleasure the uneven general gloom. But he liked to think how Laura would put on out her lips and her tiny hands for the bits of sugar candy and to give the greater keenness to this pleasure of the imagination. So when he was walking to his school, he thought that he started thinking about Laura, that how Laura will open her mouth and her tiny hands for sugar candy, and he started thinking all of those in his imagination. He took out the parcel, made a small hole in the paper and bit of a crystal or two, which had so solacing an effect under the confined prospect and damp waters of the gig umbrella that he repeated the process more than once in his way. Okay, now what he was having, he was a parcel of sugar candy, and he had a parcel of sugar candy, isn't it? So what did he do? He took out the parcel of sugar candy and उस पे मतलब बहुत बड़ा और सा डब्बा होगा शुगर कैंडी का, उसमें उसने छोटा सा उसको खोला साइड में, वहाँ से साइड से थोड़ा सा तोड़ के खाया, और वो थोड़ा सा तोड़ के खाया तो उसको बहुत अच्छा लगा, और उसने ये चीज़ फिर एक दो बार दोबारा रिपीट की. ही रिपीटेड द सेम थिंग अगेन एंड अगेन. ठीक है. वेल टुलीवर, वी आर ग्लैड टू सी यू अगेन, said Mr. Stelling heartily. Okay, Tulliver is the surname of Tom. Okay, Tom Tulliver. His full name was Tom Tulliver. So now Mr. Stelling was his teacher. Okay, whose teacher? Tom's teacher, and Laura was the daughter of Mr. Stelling. So after looking at Tom, Mr. Tulliver says that, Tulliver, we are happy to see you again. Take off your wrappings and come into the study till dinner. You will find a bright fire there and a new companion. So after meeting Tom, Mr. Tulliver, Mr. Stilling said that take off your wrappings. Wrappings मतलब ठंड का टाइम था तो उसने बहुत सारे कपड़े पहन रखे थे, तो बोला था ये जो ऊपर के ओवरकोट एंड ऑल, यू रिमूव ऑल दोस ओवरकोट एंड ऑल एंड कम टू द you will come to the study room, and in that study room there is a fireplace. You will find all there are fireplace also, and also a new companion. New companion मतलब एक नया साथी भी तुमको वहाँ पे मिलेगा. Tom felt in an uncomfortable flutter as he took off his woolen comforter and other wrappings. He had seen Philip Wakeham at St. Ox. Okay. Now, when Tom was taking off his woolen clothes, extra layer of woolen clothes. He felt he started fluttering, means he was about to fall down. यहाँ से वहाँ हिलने लगा, इतने सारे उसने पहने थे. Yeah, and then he goes to the study room, and in there he finds Philip Wakeham, whom he had seen at Ox. Okay, Saint Ox. तो Saint Ox might be a place, तो वो फिर study room में जाता है, and there he sees Philip Wakeham. He did not see how a badman's son could be very good. He was in a state of mingled embarrassment and defiance as he followed Mr. Stelling to the study. Okay. Now, the father of Philip Wakeham was not quite a good man, so he kept on thinking that how the son of a bad man could be such a good man. Okay, now he was bit embarrassed. Who was embarrassed? Tom was bit embarrassed, और वो सोच रहा था कि मैं क्या बोलूँगा, क्या मिलूँगा, कैसे टाइप का होगा वो लड़का. एंड ये सब सोच विचार में ही वो मिस्टर स्टेलिंग को फॉलो करने लगा. कहाँ जाने के लिए? स्टडी रूम के लिए. Here is a new companion for you to shake hands with, Tulliver, said the gentleman on entering the study. Master Philip Wakeham, I shall leave you to make acquaintance by yourself. You already know something of each other, I imagine, for you are neighbors at home. Okay. Now, after reaching to the study room, Mr. Stelling says that, okay, now here is stays to Tom that here is a new friend for you and you can shake hands with him, said after entering in the study room, Master Philip Wakeham. Okay. Then he says to Master Philip that, Master Philip Wakeham, now I shall leave you both over here alone so that you can get to know each other more. And I think you all know each other more from before only, as you are neighbors at home. असल में क्या था कि टॉम और फिलिप घर पे अपने उनके घर आस पड़ोस में थे, लेकिन ये लोग एक दूसरे से बात नहीं करते थे, इसलिए लोग पहले को खुद से जानते थे. तो जब स्टेलिंग इनको लेके गया तो बोलते हैं कि अब मैं तुम लोग को छोड़ दूंगा यहाँ पे, तुम लोग रहो अकेले, और मैं मुझे लगता है ताकि तुम लोग की पहचान हो जाए, और मुझे लगता है कि तुम लोग एक दूसरे को पहले से ही जानते हो क्योंकि तुम लोग अब एक दूसरे के पड़ोसी हो. ओके. Tom looked confused and awkward while Philip rose and glanced at him timidly. Tom did not like to go up and put out his hand, and he was not prepared to say how do you do on show short notice. Okay, so after Mr. Stilling said all of this, Tom was very much confused and he was not feeling okay. And what happened instead, Philip stood up from his place and he started looking at Tom timidly मतलब डरते हुए. Okay. And Tom did not want to go up, and he didn't want to put out his hand for a handshake, and he was not prepared to say how do you do. मतलब तुम वो अभी मिला था और उसको लग रहा था कि मैं अभी मिल के how do you do, तुम कैसे हो, ये सब कैसे बोल दूँ. ठीक है. Mr. Stelling wisely turned away and closed the door behind him. Boy shyness only wears off in the absence of the elders. Okay. Now what did Mr. Stelling do? Mr. Stelling turned away and he closed the door so that the two boys could stay all alone and talk to each other, as there was a famous saying that बड़ों के सामने जब बड़े लोग नहीं रहते तभी बच्चों की जो शर्म होती है वो थोड़ी कम हो जाती है. ठीक है. Philip was at once too proud and too timid to walk towards Tom. He thought, or rather felt, that Tom had an aversion to looking at him. Everyone almost disliked looking at him. Okay. So Philip was feeling very much proud also and very much afraid also. Both the things at the same time, to walk towards Tom or to talk to Tom. ठीक है. What did Philip felt? That Philip felt that Tom did not like looking at him. And aversion means did not like looking at him. Why? he felt that because everyone almost disliked looking and his deformity was more conspicuous when he walked. Because everybody did, whomsoever Philip met in these many years, they did not like looking at him and his hump. I said you in the beginning that he had a hump in the back because of an accident, so his hump was also easily noticeable when he used to walk. So they remained without shaking hands or even speaking while Tom went to fire and warmed himself. Okay, so they both of them remained over there. They were not neither shaking hands or neither speaking to each other, and instead Tom went to the fireplace and he started warming himself, every now and then casting furtive glances at Philip. Okay, Tom went to the fireplace and he started warming himself, and he was कुछ देर में वो फिलिप के तरफ फ्यूटिव ग्लांसेस दे रहा था. फ्यूटिव ग्लांसेस मीन्स टू लुक एट अदर पर्सन व्हेन टू स्टील लुक एट अदर पर्सन व्हेन द अदर पर्सन इज नॉट लुकिंग. ठीक है, छुप छुप के दूसरे पर्सन की तरफ देखना जब अगला पर्सन हमारी तरफ ना देख रहा हो. Who seemed to be drawing absently first one object and then another on a piece of paper he had before him. Okay, now what did Tom was doing? Tom went in front of the fireplace and Tom was looking stealingly into Philip. And what was Philip doing? Philip was drawing different types of object in front of a paper he had before him. He had seated himself again, and as he drew was thinking what he could say to Tom and trying to overcome his own repugnance to make the first advance. Okay, now Philip was seated over there, and while he was drawing, Philip was drawing na. So while he was drawing he was thinking that what he could say to Tom so that he could stop. Actually Philip doesn't want whenever Philip met a new person, he never used to make the first advance. मतलब ये खुद से कभी जाके पहले नहीं बोलता था कि हेलो हाय हाउ आर यू, कभी भी किसी इंसान से मिलता था. लेकिन यहाँ पे फिलिप चाहता था कि वो अपनी इस आदत को सुधारे और वो पहला फर्स्ट एडवांस अपने तरफ से करे, मतलब कि वो जाके पहले टॉम से मिले. Tom began to look oftener and longer at Philip's face, for he could see it without noticing the hump, and it was not really a disagreeable face, very old looking, Tom thought. Okay, now before what happened, Tom was looking stealingly in front to Philip's face, but now Tom started looking at Philip's face for longer period, and he could see his face without looking at his hump. ओके, एंड टॉम्स फेस वॉज वेरी डिसएग्रीबल फेस. मतलब वो जो सोच रहा था और जैसी उसकी थॉट प्रोसेस जैसा टॉम ने सोचा था उसके बारे में बिल्कुल वो ऐसा नहीं था. ठीक है, बट हिज फेस वॉज वेरी ओल्ड लुकिंग, टॉम थॉट. ठीक है, but what did Tom think? Tom think that his face was like an old man. He wondered how much older Philip was than himself. This Wakeham was pale, punny fellow, and it was quite clear he would not be able to play at anything worth speaking of. Okay. Now Philip started thinking that how much older Tom started thinking that how much older Philip was than him, and this Wakeham was the surname of Philip. Okay, so now looking at Philip, he started that this Philip Wakeham, a member of the Wakeham family, is pale. Pale means you can say weak type of person, punny, small and weak, all this. Okay, pale, he was a weak person, and it was quite clear that he could not play anything. Is only better weak. I could only speak to him or talk to him. Okay, but he handled his pencil in an enviable manner, was apparently making one thing after another without any trouble. What was he drawing? But what was Tom doing? Tom was looking at Phillips and noticing different things about Phillips. Now what the next thing he noticed that टॉम वॉज हैंडिंग हिज पेंसिल इन एनविएबल मैनर. मतलब उसने इतनी अच्छी तरीके से अपने पेंसिल पकड़ा हुआ था फिलिप ने, नॉट टॉम. फिलिप वॉज हैंडलिंग हिज पेंसिल इन हिज एनविएबल मैनर, मतलब इतनी अच्छे से पकड़ा हुआ था कि उसको देख के किसी को भी जलन हो सकती थी, और वो एक के बाद एक नई चीज़ बना रहा था पेपर में. तो फिर टॉम सोचता है कि व्हाट इज़ ही ड्राइंग. Tom was quite alarmed now, wanted something new to be going forward. It was certainly more agreeable to have him a companion than to stand looking out of the study window at the rain and kicking his foot against into the washboard in solitude. Okay, now as I told you all earlier that Tom was standing in front of the fireplace, और अब उसने सोचा अब मैं तो मेरी बॉडी भी गर्म हो गई, अब मैं ऐसे क्या करूँ कि और हम लोग जब देखो जब भी नया कोई इंसान आता है, कई बार हम लोग फील करते हैं ना इससे हमें बात नहीं करनी है या कभी हमको लगता है अभी नहीं करेंगे बात, तो और हम उसके साथ अकेले हैं तो हम एक के बाद एक बहाने ढूंढते रहते हैं. तो सिमिलरली टॉम वॉज ऑल्सो सर्चिंग फॉर ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ एक्सक्यूजेज so that he need not interact with Philip. So after he was warm, now he wanted another excuse so that he could come. It was certainly more agreeable to him, certainly more agreeable to have him as a companion than to stand. Okay, now टॉम थॉट दैट इट वुड बी मच बेटर कि मैं फ़िलिप को अपना कंपेनियन बना लूँ यहाँ फालतू में स्टडी विंडो के बाहर स्टैंड लुकिंग आउट ऑफ द इंस्टेड ऑफ लुकिंग आउट. वो क्या कर रहा था, ही वॉज लुकिंग आफ्टर गेटिंग वार्म, what he was doing, he was looking out of the study window at the rain and he was cooking in the washboard in solitude. washboard मतलब वहाँ पे walls वगैरह अलग टाइप की walls होंगी, तो वहाँ पे किक करते हुए स्टडी विंडो के बाहर रेन को देख रहा था. बोलता है इससे अच्छा होगा मैं उसको अपना कंपेनियन बना लूँ, मैं इससे बात कर पाऊंगा. Something would happen every day, a quarrel, something, and Tom thought he should rather like to show Philip that he had better not try his spiteful tricks home. Okay. And if he started talking with Philip, someday he may had a quarrel or something, but टॉम थॉट दैट मैं बल्कि इसको दिखा दूंगा कि वो अपनी चालाकी मेरे साथ नहीं दिखाए, इसलिए मेरा इससे बात करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. वो मनी मन ये सब सोच रहा था. ठीक है. ही सडनली वॉक अक्रॉस द हर्थ एंड लुक्ड ओवर फिलिप्स पेपर. वाई, दैट्स अ डंकी विथ पैनियर्स एंड अ स्पैनियल एंड पैट्रिजेस इन द कॉर्न, he exclaimed, his tongue being completely loosened by surprise and admiration. Now what happened? Tom walked across the hearth. Hearth is the fireplace, okay, and he looked over the paper of Philip in which he was drawing. And when he saw in the paper, he saw that Philip have drawn a donkey with panniers. Panniers मतलब बैग और बास्केट. जो कई बार देखोगे वो अपने डोंकीज के ऊपर बैग्स टाइप के टांग दिए जाते हैं. So he saw that Phillips had drawn a donkey with panniers and a spaniel. Spaniel is a dog with long body hair, okay, and partridges. And partridges is a type of bird, ठीक है. So he saw that Phillips have drawn a donkey with panniers and a spaniel and partridges inside a corn. He exclaimed, the tongue being completely loosened by surprise and anger. So when saw this drawing by Philip, he was completely surprised and he was filled with admire and praise for this drawing of Philip. Oh my buttons, I wish I could draw like that. I am to learn drawing this half. I wonder if I shall learn to make dogs and donkeys. Okay, so he was very much, Tom was very much mesmerized by the drawing of Philip, and he said that, oh wow, my buttons, I wish I could draw like that, but I don't know how to make dogs and donkeys. Oh, you can do them without learning, said Philip. I never learned drawing. So Philip said that you can learn them without drawing because I have never learned drawing. Never learned, said Tom in amazement. Why, when? I make dogs and horses and those things, the heads and the legs won't come right, though I can see how they ought to be very well. Okay. So when Philip said that he has never learned drawing, so Tom was very much amazed and said that never learned. ठीक है. हम लोग कई बार अपन को देखते हैं ना, कई लोगों को बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें बनती हैं और हम लोग पूछते हैं कि ये आपको अपने आप आती है, बिना सीखे आती है, तो हम लोग सरप्राइज हो जाते हैं. सिमिलरली वहाँ पे टॉम भी सरप्राइज हो जाता है. ठीक है. So now further Tom says that when I try to make dogs and horses, their heads and legs, and I am not able to draw their heads and legs properly, even though I know how their heads and legs should be, still I am not able to draw them correctly. I can make houses and all sorts of chimneys going all down on the wall and windows in the roof, but I dare say I could do dogs and horses if I was more to try. Okay. So further he says that Tom says that I can draw houses, I can draw chimneys, I can draw various types of chimneys and windows and roofs, but I'm sorry to say that I could not draw dog and horses. If I was to try more, he added, reflecting that Philip might falsely suppose that he was going to knock under if he was too frank. Okay. So he was said that I'm sorry to say that if Tom is saying that I could draw different kind of chimneys and all those things, but if I could try more, I think I need to try a lot to draw the dogs and horses correctly. And now Phillips, so what did Tom do? Tom started hiding his, उसको लग रहा था, टॉम को क्या लग रहा था कि मैं अपनी इतनी सारी कमियां बता दूंगा फिलिप्स को, तो फिलिप्स क्या समझने लगेगा, मेरे को बेवकूफ़ समझने लगेगा, ठीक है, और उसको मेरे को बहुत ही अनप्रोफेशनल और इम्परफेक्शन से भरा इंसान समझ लेगा। तो अब पहले तो उसने बोल दिया जल्दी जल्दी में अपनी कमियां कि मेरे को तो ये नहीं आता, वो ढाकने लगा, नहीं अगर मैं ट्राई करूँगा, फिर वो बोलता है कि नहीं नहीं अगर मैं ट्राई करूँगा तो शायद मेरे को कभी ना कभी ऐसा बनने लगे ड्राइंग, ठीक है। उसके बाद क्या था, ओ यस सेड फिलिप, इट इज़ वेरी इजी, यू हैव ओनली टू लुक वेल एट थिंग्स एंड ड्रॉ देम ओवर एंड ओवर अगेन, व्हाट यू डू रॉन्ग वंस यू कैन ऑल्टर द नेक्स्ट टाइम, ओके। नब अब फिलिप बोलता है कि इट इज़, ओ हाँ हाँ तुम ठीक कर सकते हो, इट इज़ वेरी ईजी, what you need to do, you need to draw the same thing again and again and again, and what you do wrong first time, don't try to correct that mistake next time. But haven't you been taught anything, said Tom, beginning to have puzzled suspicion that Philip's crooked back might be the source of his remarkable faculties. But after now after this Tom said that क्या तुमने कुछ भी सीखा नहीं है, उसने बोला कि क्या तुमको कुछ भी सिखाया नहीं गया, स्कूल में नहीं गए हो, क्योंकि उसको क्या लगने लगा था टॉम को कि उसका जो हम्प था फिलिप का, वो उस हम्प के वजह से उसके पास इतनी सारी क्वालिटीज़ थी जो उसने बिना स्कूल पढ़े भी पाली। आई थॉट यू हैड बीन टू अ स्कूल लॉन्ग वाइल, yes, said Philip, smiling. I have been taught Latin and Greek and mathematics and writing and such things. Okay. Now Philip, Tom asked that, मुझे लगता है कि तुम स्कूल काफ़ी लंबे टाइम के लिए गए होगे। तो to this Philip smiles and said कि yes, yes, I have gone school for a long time and I have been taught Latin and Greek and mathematics and writing. Okay. Oh, but I say you don't like Latin, do you? Said Tom, lowering his voice confidentially. Pretty well, I don't care much about it, said Philip. Okay. So after listening that Philip have learnt a lot of thing, तो Tom was his neighbor है ना, तो Tom knew that Philip didn't like Latin language, तो he said that but you don't like Latin, do you? To this Philip replied that pretty I like, मुझे मतलब ठीक ठाक ही पसंद है, मुझे ज़्यादा उसकी परवाह नहीं है, मतलब मैं ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं करता, डोंट केयर मच अबाउट इट, much about the Latin language. But perhaps you haven't got into a properia que marbius, said Tom, nodding his head sideways as much as to say that was the test, it was easy talking till you came to that. Okay. Now as Tom Philip said that he didn't like Latin a lot, Latin language a lot, and इन ऑर्डर टू, जैसे कई लोग बोलते हैं ना हम लोग कि मेरे को ये लैंग्वेज नहीं पसंद है, तो उसको हमने कोई बोलेगा चलो इससे कुछ बोल के दिखाओ इस लैंग्वेज से, है ना, तो क्या होता है कि हम उस लैंग्वेज से कुछ बोलते हैं। तो व्हेन Philip said that I have studied Latin but I don't like Latin a lot, तो उसने कुछ टॉम ने क्या किया, कुछ लैटिन में बोला, क्या बोला, प्रोपेरिया क्वे मार्बियस, प्रोपेरिया क्वे मार्बियस, तुम बोलते मुझे लगता है तुम कभी किसी प्रोपेरिया क्वे मार्बियस में नहीं गए। प्रोपेरिया क्वे मार्बियस क्या, प्रॉपर नाउन ऑफ द मैस्कुलिन जेंडर, इसका टेस्ट तुमने नहीं लिया, ठीक है। तो अब इस ये बोलने के बाद टॉम अपना सिर साइडवेज करने लगा एज टू से, एंड उसने असल में क्या किया, ये प्रोपेरिया क्वे मार्बियस एक लैटिन शब्द है, उसका यूज़ किया ताकि चेक कर सके वो फिलिप को आता है कि नहीं लैटिन, ठीक है। Philip felt some bitter complacency in the promising stupidity of this well-made, active-looking barber, made polite by his own extreme sensitivity as well as by his desire to conciliate. He checked his inclination to laugh and said quietly, "I have done with the gram." Okay. सो फिलिप फेल्ट वेरी ऑकवर्ड कि ये छोटा सा लड़का मेरा हाउ दिस स्मॉल किड इज जजिंग माई लैंग्वेज क्वालिटी एंड ग्रामर क्वालिटी, isn't it? He was grammar quality. Basically, he was taking a test. Tom was trying to take a test of Philip that whether he knows the Latin language or not. So he was very much. He felt like laughing at Tom, but he didn't want to laugh at Tom because he wanted to make friends with Tom, and he said, gently replied that I have done with the grammar. I don't learn that anymore too. But instead of laughing, what did he do? He gently replied that. I have done with the grammar and I don't learn that anymore. Then you won't have the same lessons as I shall, said Tom with a sense of disappointment. No, but I dare to say I can help you. I shall be very glad if you help if I can. But then when he said that I am done with the grammar, I don't learn any more grammar lessons. Then to this, Philip says that after listening the thing, Tom becomes very much disappointed and he said that okay, फिर तो तुम्हारे grammar lessons तुम्हारे lessons मेरे बराबर मेरे जैसे नहीं होंगे. तुम यहाँ तो पढ़ने आए हो, तुम्हारे कुछ और chapters होंगे, मेरे और chapters होंगे. तो इसको ये सुन के फिलिप बोलता है नहीं, बट लेकिन हमारे सेम तो नहीं होंगे, लेकिन मैं हेल्प कर सकता हूँ तुम्हें और मुझे बहुत खुशी होगी अगर मैं तुमको हेल्प कर पाऊंगा. सो स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप यू ऑल आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस मच चैप्टर. इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी द रिमेनिंग चैप्टर. थैंक यू. हैव अ नाइस डे.